tremble before me.
The moon hangs crooked on a rust-red sky. Buzzers circle where the lost men lie. Chains still rattle, but they ain't mine. I broke them in fire, left the smoke behind. Boots heavy with the sins I drive. Boots heavy with the sins I've dragged. Every mile of grave, every cross a flag. I don't pray, I don't repent. The trail I ride was hell-bent, heaven sent. They came with rope and holy hand. Preachers preaching, lawmen plan. Thought they hanged me by the break of dawn, but I laughed in the gallows spit and moved on. I've chewed glass, I've swallowed stone, carried every ghost I've ever known. My scars don't weep, they whisper instead. Right on, son, till the rivers run red. Blood on the dust, fire in my chest. I ride with the damn, no time to rest. You want my soul, then take your shot, but I burn hotter than hell ever got. Ashes in the saddle, steel in my hand. A storm is rising across this land. I don't forget the reapers riding, but I ain't dead yet. I've seen good men buried in shallow clay, while cowards drink silver on a Sunday. The choir sings, but their song's a lie. Every hallelujah, just a vulture's cry. I carve my name in the canyon wall, let thunder answer when the wicked call. I ain't salvation, I ain't no saint. I'm the rust in the water, the blood in the pain. Blood on the dust, fire in my chest. I ride with the damn, no time to rest. You want my soul, then take your shot, but I burn hotter than hell ever got. Ashes in the saddle, steel in my hand. A storm is rising across this land. I don't forget the reapers riding, but I ain't dead yet. Every mile I walk is a mile of bones. Every wind I hear is 1,000 moans. The earth remembers, the dirt don't lie. It swallows the truth while the guilty ride by. I've broken cages, I've burned the crown. I've watched empires tumble down. They call me outlaw, beast and fiend, but I'm the reckoning the prophet's dream. Blood on the dust, fire in my chest. I ride with a damn, no time to rest. You want my soul, then take your shot, but I burn hotter than hell ever got. Ashes in the saddle, steel in my head. A storm is rising across this land. I don't forget the reapers riding, but I ain't dead yet. Still in my jaw, hate in my grin. I drag the night like a second skin. They built this cage, now they feel the quake. The ground splits open with each step I take. Every bell tolls for the kings of dust. Their gold turns poison, their steel turns rust. And when they cry out for heaven's light, I'll drag them down deep into the night. No mercy in my marrow, no prayers on my breath. Every word I whisper tastes of death. I ride the silence where the fallen weep, where secrets ride and the shadows keep. Lightning cracks when I draw my blade. Every sinner trembles, every deal is paid. The law of blood is the only law, and I carve it in bone with a jagged claw. Blood on the dust, fire in my chest. I ride with the damn, no time to rest. You want I don't forget the reapers riding, but I ain't dead yet. When the night goes black and the stars turn red, they'll carve my story in the book of the dead. Not as a saint, not as a king, but the shadow that made the church bells ring. Ashes in the saddle, smoke on the wind. The end don't scare me, it's where I begin. Blood on the dust, fire in my chest. I ride forever, no time to rest. Ride!
Boots on the dust, the night begins. Ash in my lungs, fire in my sins. Whiskey burns deeper than a preacher's prayer, but the devil rides close and is always there. Chains in the wind, bells in the storm. A shadow takes shape where the wicked are born. I ain't looking for peace, I ain't looking for grace, just a trail of old ghosts I'll never replace. I carved my name in a graveyard gate, a vow to the night and a bargain with fate. The crows took flight, the wolves took aim. Every mile I walk, it all sounds the same. Blood on the soil and smoke in my eyes. I carve in the stars beneath cursed skies. I've burned every bridge, I've salted the ground, but still that black wind keeps circling around. I'm the fire you can't contain, the outlaw ghost with no true name. A rider lost, a sinner's son, born to bleed till the war is won. Run all you want, you won't escape. I'll haunt your soul, I'll carve your fate. Under the cross where the black dogs roam, I ride alone, I ride alone. Kings lose their crown, watch prophets lie, and the world burn down. The river ran red where the outlaws bled, and the preacher wept for the souls long dead. But I kept walking, no prayers in my hand, a sinner's hymn on this broken land. The whip cracked twice and the silence spoke. I breathe in the ashes with every word I chose. I'm the fire you can't contain, the outlaw ghost with no true name. A rider lost, a sinner's son, born to bleed till the war is won. Run all you want, you won't escape. I'll haunt your soul, I'll carve your fate. Under the cross where the black dogs roam, I ride alone, I ride alone. Every scar is a scripture carved into skin. Every wound is a hymn for the lives wearing thin. I drank the venom, I kissed the blade, and I swore on the dirt for the deal I made. The thunder calls, the ravens rise, and the truth burns hotter than a liar's eyes. If the reaper comes, let him take his claim, but he'll choke on the smoke when he speaks my name. So light that torch and watch it fade. The night don't care for the prayers you made. Every chain that binds, every curse your soul turns to dust in the wind where the dead men go. A voice in the dark, a scream in the well, a song for the wicked, a hymn for hell. And I'll keep riding till the dawn bleeds red with the bones of the fallen, the words of the dead. The desert weeps where the shadows fall, and the nightshade blooms by the chapel wall. The cross is crooked, the bells don't ring, and the choir forgot how the sinners sing. But my boots keep time on the devil's drum, a rhythm of rage that will not succumb. I've walked through fire, I slept in stone, but I'll never kneel. I ride alone. I'm the fire you can't contain, the outlaw ghost with no true name. A rider lost, a sinner's son, born to bleed till the war is won. Run all you want, you won't escape. I'll haunt your soul, I'll carve your fate. Under the cross where the black dogs roam, I ride alone. When the earth goes quiet, when the night stands still, when the crows stop circling the windowsill, my oath will remain where the dust don't die, in the howl of the wolves and the desert sky. So raise your glass to the cursed and damned, to the ghosts who ride in the blood-soaked land. I ain't coming home, no, I made my choice. Forever a shadow, forever a void. I ride alone. Under on the horizon, whiskey on my tongue, I walked through broken halos and kept on humming. Boots full of coal, heart full of iron, I grin when the sparks fly, light the fuse, feed the flame, let the whole world try. They painted crosses in the dust and hung my name in stone. Called me ragged, called me ruined, said I'd die alone. But I learned to laugh at lightning and I learned to swear at fate. Raised on sinner prayers and a taste of salted hate. Mama left a letter on the mantle, ink run like rain. Daddy left the bottle with a promise and a stain. So I strapped my ghost to the saddle and I rode the night that came. Every yard of battlefield, every coward learned my name. Hell don't scare me, I was forged in flame, baptized by thunder, carved a crooked cross across a skull that never wondered. Let the sky crack open, let the angels fall like rain. I'll spit at this black door and laugh at every pain. Set the world alive, watch the embers write my story. I ain't here for mercy, I'm the flame that keeps the glory. Hell don't scare me, born in flame, raised by thunder's roar. Let the reaper stand in line, he ain't knocking anymore. I saw brothers go down like timber in a storm. Heard the hollow, hollow echo where their laughter used to warm. I kept their lighter in my pocket, kept their ashes in my veins. When the world came for a light, I answered with a stain. They waved their righteous banners, prayed their silver-lipped deceit. I stomped the crooked rhythm to the march of broken feet. There's a map of scars across my back, each one a tale of war. If you think I'll bow before your thunder, then you ain't seen the score. Hell don't scare me, I was forged in flame, baptized by thunder, carved a crooked cross across a skull that never wondered. Let the sky crack open, let the angels fall like rain. I'll spit at this black door and laugh at every pain. Set the world alight, watch the embers write my story. I ain't here for mercy, I'm the flame that keeps the glory. Hell don't scare me, born in flame, raised by thunder's roar. Let the reaper stand in line, he ain't knocking anymore. Midnight
night taught me secrets that the daylight never said. Broken clock in a silent town where every saint is dead. I trade in crooked promises, I sell my sins for steam. Ride a rusted iron preacher to the altar of my dream. Ain't no bell that can't convict me, ain't no judge that hears my plea. I got a Bible made of bullets and a hymn of mutiny. So light that match, my friend, watch the curtains catch the moon. When the world forgets tomorrow, we'll be singing to the ruin. Raise your glass to the lost ones, to the names that never sleep, to the laughter in the ruins and the debts the devil keeps. We wear our scars like medals and our curses like a crown. If the reaper's got a ledger, then I'll burn that paper down. So bring your thunder, bring your hail, bring your men in coats of white. I was tempered in the furnace, I'm a red and roaring light. No whisper of surrender, no pleading on my breath. I learned to dance with danger when I learned to dance with death. They asked me for forgiveness like a beggar asked for gold. Told me there's a quiet corner where the meek will grow old. But I was raised by howling, taught to answer every dare. The horizon cracked and called my name and I met it with a glare. My hands are blister maps that trace the roads I burned. My tongue is made of splinters from the bridges that I turned. If you fancy fitting ribbons round the truths I left behind, tie them to a tombstone, I got better uses for my mind. Courting midnight, flirting with the flame. I laugh when thunder catches and I shrug at every name. Let the heavens tear their pages, let the saints come down to see. I'll spit into the reaper's face, that man ain't getting me. Set the sky on fire, let the foxes howl a tune. I was born for this damn racket, under blood and busted moon. Hell don't scare me, bone and flame, raise on thunder's breath. If the reaper wants a tango, I'll two-step him to death. There are prayers I haven't said and debts I can't repay. Whispers from the ones I love that haunt me like the day. Sometimes when the whiskey's gentle and the night ain't feeling mean, I hear them in the silence like a memory of green. But mourning's for the living and grieving's for the weak. I keep their voices in my pocket like a charm I don't mistake. They tell me steer from mourning, they tell me lay down low. But my blood runs quicker when a storm decides to show. So let the match burn steady and the railroad sing along. Let the last bell toll the heartbeat of a monster made a song. I ain't asking and I tongue it, angels up and down. Some barefoot wandering and sleep to serve the grave. On the line there rise my head, the tale for coming to a stand.
Ground shakes on the boots of flame. Shadows crawl, but I ride the same. Blood in the dust, scars in the rain. A storm-born soul that won't be chained. You hear the thunder, that's my call. I rise each time to watch me fall. No cross, no rope, no iron grave. Combine the heart they couldn't save. They tried to grind me in a bone and sand, but I clawed my way with blistered hands. Every lie they fed, I burned for fuel. I was forged in fire, I won't die, they'll fool. The gallows waited, but I tore it down. I wear no master, I wear no crown. The crows above can send my scar, but I'll ride this night like a burning star. I've tasted venom from a preacher's smile, walked to curse the road mile by mile. I've heard the whispers in the devil's choir, but I kept on walking through the smoke and fire. Steel in my knuckles, grit in my breath. I've shared a drink with the ghost of death. He said, son, your fight was never mine. I said, then stand aside, this war is fine.
their silent screams, it still resounds. I've carried coffins through pouring rain, but I kept on walking through the pain. Every scar's a map carved into my hide, each one a reason I won't divide. The earth may quake, the sky may tear, but I'll be standing when none are there. Chains once clattered around my wrist, but I burned them off with a serpent's hiss. They buried my name in the preacher's book, but I stole it back with a bleeding hook. I fought in shadows, I bled in light. I've lost my way, but I found my fight. And every demon that called my name just fed the fire that fuels my flame. I got grit in my veins, iron in my bones, fire in my soul where the cold wind moans. You can cut me down, you can curse my fate, but I'll rise from the ashes. I won't break, no, I won't break. Not tonight, not ever. I was built to fight forever. Let the storm howl, let the thunder scream. I'll ride that line between fire and dream. Let the vultures circle, let the prophets lie. I'll spit in the face of a blood-red sky. No tombstone stands with my name in stone. No choir will sing when I ride alone. I was born a smoke, of dust, a flame, and I'll leave this world the way I came. I got grit in my veins, iron in my bones, fire in my soul where the wild wind roams. You can cut me deep, you can curse my name, but I'll burn through the dark. I won't be tamed, no, I won't break. Not tonight, not ever. I was carved to ride forever. So mark these words on the canyon wall. I'll rise, I'll fight, I'll never fall. Ash and iron, smoke and flame, they'll ride forever with my name. No grave can hold, no rope can take a soul like mine that will not break. The thunder rolls, the shadows quake, but I ride on, I won't break. Whoa, whoa, I won't break. The road is dust, the night is cold. Boots are heavy, my story told. Every scar a hymn, every wound a song. The preacher's curse, the devil's calm. I drink from shadows, spit out pain. A rider marked by smoke and flame. Bones of the past lie under my boots. Faith tried to chain me, but I cut the noose. They lit their torches, I lit the sky. Fed the fire and I watched them die. Buzzards above, but I don't bow. I ain't never been God's man anyhow. Steel in my chest, ash in my lungs. Songs of the dead on a split black tongue. Ashes on the saddle, smoke in my trail. I don't pray, I don't beg, I don't bail. Riding through fire with death in my eyes. If I fall where the brave man dies. Ashes on the saddle, smoke in my trail. Heaven won't save me and hell's grown stale. One last ride where the thunder cries. If I fall where the brave man dies. I've seen temples crumble, kings brought low, priests in gold drowning in their own woe. They preached a mercy, but they sold the lie.
built their heaven on the backs that died. I've walked through towns with no name left, children starving, widows bereft. The soil is crimson, the rivers run black, but I keep on riding and I don't look back. Ashes on the saddle, smoking my trail. I don't pray, I don't beg, I don't bail. Riding through fire with death in my eyes. If I fall where the brave man dies. Ashes on the saddle, smoking my trail. The devil just laughs while the angels wail. One last ride where the thunder cries. If I fall where the brave man dies. I carved my oath in the canyon walls, bled my truth on the courthouse halls. They hung my brothers, burned my kin, said the outlaw's path is the wage of sin. But I carry ghosts that will never fade. They ride beside me in the fire we made. Every hoofbeat is a drum of war, every shadow whisper, ride once more. Ashes on the saddle, smoking my trail. I don't pray, I don't beg, I don't bail. Riding through fire with death in my eyes. If I fall where the brave man dies. Ashes on the saddle, smoking my trail. No grave can bind me, no stone can nail. One last ride where the thunder cries. If I fall where the brave man dies. The reaper came once with a crooked smile, walked beside me for a heavy mile. Said, son, your debt is long past due. The world's grown weary of the likes of you. I spat in his face, drew blood from my hand, swore I'd die only where I choose to stand. Even death knows better than to take me now. He tips his hat when I ride on proud. The fire don't burn me, it lights my road. The burden I carry's a holy load. No preacher, no master, no king, no crown can't stop these boots from grinding down. I ride with thunder, I ride with steel. I ride with the truth no God can conceal. And when the dawn breaks, the world will see only ashes ride eternal with me. Ashes on the saddle, smoking my trail. I don't pray, I don't beg, I don't bail. Riding through fire with death in my eyes. If I fall where the brave man dies. Ashes on the saddle, smoking my trail. I bled my story, I've told my tale. One last ride where the thunder cries. If I fall where the brave man dies. So mark my grave with a stone aflame. No cross, no priest, no borrowed name. The dust will whisper, the crows will sing of the outlaw rider who feared no king. Ashes ride with me, smoking my breath. I've made my peace with the hand of death. And if I fall with pride. Where the brave man fall, where the brave man